Hey YouTube, this is Taquanda here, back with video number 2. And this video will be all about Facebook groups. And do they work? Do they not work? Should you be posting in them? We're going to discuss all of that in this video. So let's jump right in, shall we? So, when I first started my process for getting my book done, the writing process for The Five Sisters Power, one of the first tips that I learned was posting to Facebook groups. Now, I knew that Facebook groups existed, I just didn't know how many Facebook groups existed for books and for independent authors. There are so many out there that you can join if you like to read, which, if you're a writer, I hope you do like to read, and I hope that you're reading often. Because if you're not, I'm a little worried for you. Just a little bit. But anyways, you can learn about all of these books that, these authors are posting. You can post about your book. So as I was starting the process for The Five Sisters Power writing, I would post about it in these groups. When I was building the cover, I would post about it then. As we were approaching the release date, I would post about it, constantly posting in these groups and posting in hundreds of them a day. Every day, like the week of the release, I posted every day. That was the first thing that I did when I got up in the morning, was I posted in these Facebook groups to let people know about the book being released. And I expected when the book was released that the sales would reflect how often I posted in these groups. And that is not the case. Unfortunately, a lot of the sales came from family and friends from my personal Facebook page, not so much from these Facebook groups. And I kind of attributed that to the cover. So I did update it and I did continue to post with the new cover. Still not much attention has been brought to it. So I'm starting to question whether or not posting in these Facebook groups is actually beneficial to self-published authors. And this is the reason why I'm doubting it. Not only am I an author, but I'm also a reader, and I've been reading for years. Nice little thing that I got from my mother because she loves to read, and it is one of my favorite things to do ever, is to grab a new book, to grab a good book, and to break into that story and live vicariously through these characters. I absolutely love that. So when I step into these Facebook groups, not only am I posting, but I'm also looking out for other books that might grab my attention, and I'm reading those, purchasing them. Number one, big thing, purchasing them, not requesting for the authors to, hey, send me a copy of your book and I'll send you a copy of mine. I'm not doing book swaps. I'm actually purchasing the 99-cent Kindle version, $2.99 Kindle version, and I'm actually reading these and I'm leaving them reviews, honest reviews, what I thought of the book. But I don't feel that other authors are doing that. And because it's very easy, as someone who is trying to push your book on other people and trying to get these sales up, we spend so much time just clicking on the group, posting, a very generic thing that you're posting in all of the groups, something maybe you either typed up that day, maybe something you typed up at the beginning of the week, your little blurb, and we're posting it in these groups, and you post and you move on. Post and you move on. And I feel like a lot of authors are doing that. They're posting and they're moving on. And that's about it. Post, move on, post, move on. And they're not really taking the time to look and see what other authors are posting. It's a community. It's not a small community. There is a lot of indie authors out there trying to get their work in the hands of readers. So it's not a very small community. I technically don't think it's small, but we should be helping each other. It's my thought process is we all should be helping each other. Either you have a story and you took it to a publisher and they read it and they said this won't sell. So you decided to go the indie route because you're like, but I think it will. I think the story will sell. Or you just decided that going the indie route was better over going, with a traditional publisher. If people don't buy your book, then it's kind of, what are you doing it for? You're writing this book that is going to float around in the universe. Anybody who says that they're writing and they're doing it because they love it and not to make money, I don't buy it. I do it because I like writing. I absolutely love it. I love creating these new stories, these worlds, building these characters. I love it. It is what I spend most of my time doing. But I also want to make money because I want to quit my day job. My other job is what I like to say, because writing is a job. Anyone who says that writing is not a job has never sat down for, 8 hours or 11 hours, which I recently did, and wrote a book. So it is a job. And I am looking to quit my other job, the job that I have to get up and get dressed and go and smile at people, you know, people who are going to be rude and are in a bad mood that day. It's not something that I want to do for the rest of my life. I want to write. I want to create books and eventually move to TV and movies and acting. But that's a whole other video, discussion, blog, vlog, all of that. That's something for another day. But if you say that you're doing it just because you love it and not to make money, I don't believe that. This is something that you want to be your career, hopefully, and you want this to be your life. Sorry, there's something in my eye. You want this to be your life. So you want people to buy it and you want to be able to make money off of that sell, which is why a lot of people do get upset when other people ask them to give them a copy of the book. Like, my book, for example, for paperback is only $9.99. I've known some books that are a lot more, a lot more. I actually just left Barnes & Noble with some books that were a lot more. $9.99 is not a lot. So for people to be like, hey, give me a copy, give me a copy, give me a copy, you don't really like that because you're not really making anything off of it, especially if that person is either going to put the book off to the side or read it and not post a review. Reviews help because in this day and age, we all go off of word of mouth, so to speak. Most people won't go watch a movie unless they've heard other people's, they know somebody that saw that movie and they said it was good. Or they won't buy a CD unless they, know somebody that listened to that CD and they know it's good. And the same thing with books. A lot of people won't read a book, especially by somebody that they don't know, unless they were told that this is a good book and you need to read it. So a lot of times you're giving your book away to people and nobody's reading it, or they're reading it and they're not posting a review. So it's not really being helpful in the end. So it's kind of, I think I just got off the topic, but posting in Facebook groups, I feel isn't really beneficial because we're posting and you may get some people who say, hey, I'll do a book swap for you. Which I guess is okay, but it's really, I just want people to be interested in buying the book, not just because I'm going to read your book and you possibly won't read mine. To test this theory on whether or not people are actually paying attention to what other authors are posting as opposed to just posting in the group and moving on, I created my own Facebook group, which is called Advertise Your Books Here. And it's pretty small. There's maybe 30 members in this group, so it's not one of the largest ones because there have been some pretty large groups on Facebook for writing. And I did a thing where I did Book of the Month, and I've bought a lot of the books out of this group, and I've read them and I've posted reviews. So I'll do a Book of the Month and I'll share a little something. Hey, I really enjoyed this book. This is our book that we're spotlighting for the month. I did that last year. And the authors who saw it would like it. Hey, thanks for the shout out for this. But then that was pretty much it. It wasn't so much of other people saying, I'm going to buy this. Thank you for the recommendation. I just recently posted in the group just to see if anybody would respond to it. And it was nothing to do with my book at all. Nothing to do with any of the other books. It was just a question on how they felt Facebook groups help them. Were posting in Facebook groups helpful to making money for them or increasing their sales, or did they feel like their books were at a standstill from posting in these groups? And not one replied. So I kind of feel that people are just posting and moving on and not really going through the group and seeing what is there. And so I told myself as of 2016 that I would not join any more Facebook groups, that I would instead start to slowly wean myself out of the groups, not all at once, because I still do like to post every now and again, but I would wean myself out of them, to try and move away from that and find other avenues to promote my book. But just the other day, I joined or requested to join another 10 Facebook groups. I couldn't help myself. They pop up on the side and I go, join, join, even though I don't know what's going to come out of it. I still join them, and I'm, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen at this point. Like I said, for me personally, I don't find them very helpful, because as I said, I've been posting in them. I've even been posting about looking for beta readers and a couple of these books, because I'm at the beta reader phase for The Five Sisters Revealed. I've actually sent out the first chapter to the few beta readers that I have, and I'm still looking for more. I did get a couple responses from posting in the groups, but not many. And there's so many readers out there, so many writers. It's just very surprising that not more people have jumped on to the opportunity to read a book and to critique it, help an author out. So I am going to try to, like I said, move away from it, or try to find other avenues that might work for posting in these groups. Maybe it's a certain time of day, maybe only sticking with genre groups as opposed to just very generic groups, and just to see, maybe watch the activity going. But I want to know from you guys, if any of you guys out there are authors and you are a part of a Facebook group and you're posting in these groups. Do you find it helpful at all, posting in these groups? Is this something that you continue to do when you see that your sales are reflecting that? Or are you like me and you're posting in these groups and you see absolutely nothing happening? They're not helping at all. Just comment below. Let me know what you think of that. I'm sorry I went on a whole tangent. It's really late at night. I've been out all day, but I wanted to get this video up for you guys. And a couple things before I go, outside of the Facebook group posting, is try it. If you are, see what happens. Let me know. I'm going to keep trying, and I guess, I'll keep you guys posted on whether or not I see any changes with that now that my book has a new cover and I'm actually starting to promote the second book. Like I said, I'm at the beta reader phase of my book. It's not too late to sign up to be a beta reader. The Five Sisters is a paranormal drama. This is book 2 in the series. You don't necessarily have to have read the first book to be able to do this. It's just pretty much just the story and seeing if you connect with the story, if you understand the story. So if you are interested, I will provide my email below. So just send me an email. Let me know that you're interested, and I'll go ahead and get that first chapter out to you. Another thing is I am promoting my book, The Five Sisters Power, and I'm trying to increase the sales on that. One way that I've decided to do that is to do a giveaway. And it's mainly with you guys. I think my YouTube family, you guys are the only ones that really know about this giveaway right now. And what I'm doing is, if you purchase any copy of The Five Sisters Power, whether it be signed from Amazon or from Kindle, if you take a picture of yourself and your copy and post it on Instagram using the hashtag #IGotMyPower, I will look into that. And if we can get to 100 sales for The Five Sisters Power, I will give away one of my favorite things in the entire world. I'm going to keep it a secret as to what that favorite thing is. But I will be giving away one of those to one of the lucky people who purchased the book. And that goes for anybody that previously purchased it. You don't have to just purchase it now. You could have purchased it before. I'm just looking to reach, see if we can get to 100 sales for that book. And then also my newsletter, I'm going to be doing just very special giveaways to anybody that is subscribed to my newsletter. And I will provide the link below for that as well. So if you subscribe to that, I only send out emails once a month. So have no fear about being bombarded with a number of emails from me. I know inboxes can be overwhelmed. So you won't have to worry about that. But I will be giving away very, very special giveaways to people who follow me through my newsletter. So make sure you click that link and subscribe to my newsletter. And I am selling signed copies of The Five Sister Power. I will share the link to the purchase for that. I can't wait until The Five Sisters Revealed has gone through the beta reader process, through the second draft, through editing, third draft. We get all of that out so I can do signed copies of that as well. I'm really, really excited about this book. And I am also working on my third book now. Since The Five Sisters Revealed is off with beta readers, it is time to start writing another book, because it's been too long since I put out a book, and I'm, trying to catch up with a lot of people right now. It's a very, very stiff competition out there. So I am currently working on my next book, and if you don't want to beta read for this book, you can read for the next one, which is going to be an urban drama. Maybe you don't like paranormal drama and you want to read something a little more urban. You can still send me an email and let me know which one you prefer to beta read for, or if you prefer to do both of them. Just let me know. And I'm going to cut this video here because I don't want it to go on too long. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. If you like this video, click the like button, hit subscribe, comment, follow me on my social media, subscribe to my newsletter, and send me an email if you want to be a beta reader. Until we meet again, love, peace, chicken grease. Love you guys. Bye.